Hey folks, lack of response here. Time for another round of the good, the bad, and the weird. Today we are looking at, is it gonna work? This knife, the Spyderco janisong. Let's sit down and take a close look. Here we are looking at the Spyderco janisong. These, I think it was only within the past year or two that they finally became available in the US after many years of not being available. And so we will talk, it's nice that they are here. We're going to talk about the good, which is things I like, the bad, which is my gripes about it, and the weird, which are just the weird about it. In accordance with prophecy, we start with measurements and size comparisons. Blade, a little under 3.5, maybe 8.5 inches overall. Size comparisons. Large Sebenza 21. Spyderco Manix. And same grippy G10. And since we are doing Spyderco Michael Janich designs, let's bring out my other Janich design, the Yojimbo. Grippy G10 family. Okay, size comparisons, and let's do thickness as well, because we can. Definitely the thickest of the bunch. And there are reasons for that. As you can see, it looks like there's 2 sets of liners. You are not wrong. There are 2 sets of liners. We will talk about why in a second. Let's do a thickness with a ruler. About 5/8 of an inch. Okay. So the good. Oh, we did not do close-ups on the blade to see what all it says on there. Let's do that now. That's very shiny and reflective. And there is so much crud. Doesn't say anything useful in here. Grab a handkerchief and wipe out that area to see if it says anything useful. You will see crud on my knives because I utilize them. So yeah, it does say Spyderco. Let's zoom in more. CPM something. S30V it looks like. And there's some additional maker's marks. Okay. Spyderco CPM S30V, I believe these are made in Taiwan. Okay, let's zoom back out. Yes, there's a lot of schmutz on the blade because I've used this same way I use all my other knives, mail and cutting fruit and usual pocket knife things. Okay, so the good. It's a nice size blade, not too thick in the blade, full flat grind, so very usable. It's a spear point for the pokey pokey. The handle is, I guess, coffin shaped. These little beaks midway down are not too prominent, unlike its cousin, the Yojimbo, where it is very prominent. So it is not uncomfortable to grip. The action is pretty unique as far as Spydercos go. There is the second liners swing out and take the blade with them. The blade the blade cannot move when the liners are held within there. And there is that little safety, the external safety switch. I don't know what's moving when it does that, but it stops the liners from being able to drop out. So it can lock the knife open or closed. And you can swing it around as needed to open or close it. And it's fully ambidextrous because the safety switch is on both sides. And it's got mounting spots for the pocket clip on both sides. You can go tip up, tip down. You can take the clip off and then not know which way the blade is facing until you look and see the spine and know it's got to drop out the other side. So, the good. It can't really bite you because the what would be the bite handle on a traditional balisong is fully inside there, so it can never come down on your finger. For regular balisong comparison, here is Poikilo Nova, and as you can see, the blade can close on your fingies if you are holding the bite handle. So that's good. The bad. The action's really not that great. I don't know if it's on washers or if it's just this handle is too lightweight to get a proper swing. But it's very difficult to get the momentum for what I feel like is conventional balisong flipping. This is way easier to flip around than this. Maybe just because it feels weird because this is just thin skeletonized steel, whereas the exterior is skeletonized steel with G10 over it. So maybe if they put brass weights in here or something, it might swing a little better. Like, yeah, see, it didn't want to. That's bad. I don't like that. The weird. Well, it's a weird design overall. You don't see a lot of knives with this kind of mechanism. I don't know if Janich has a patent or a copyright or a trademark or something like that on it that prevents other companies from using it. Or if he just doesn't let anybody other than Spyderco use it. Or if it's some kind of, is it some kind of exclusivity thing? It's a weird design. And it's weird that it was only available overseas for such a long time before finally showing up in the US for us to enjoy. I gotta be honest, this one, the bad's kind of, the good was the unique mechanism, and the bad was it didn't flip well enough for me to want to carry it normally. So this one did not get a lot of pocket time just because if I wanted a knife that flips, real balisongs are a thing and are already in my collection. But there we go, the good, the bad, and the weird of the Spyderco janisong. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Please tell me what you think in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more. Have a good one.